ANC Women's League and the EFF are at the Pretoria Magistrate's Court where the alleged dross rapist appeared this morning. Nicholas Ninau is charged with rape, possession of drugs, intimidation and assault with the intent to cause grievous bodily harm. He allegedly followed a 7-year-old girl to a bathroom and raped her in the men's toilet. He was caught after the child's mother went to look for her. A video surfaced showing Nino naked and covered in blood in the men's toilet. All right, let's continue on this story. ENCA's Erin Bates is live for us from the Pretoria Magistrate's Court, and she joins us live now. Erin, good morning to you. So give us a sense of what has happened. Has Nicholas Ninau appeared in court?
Right, a bit of a sound scrum here. There are motorbikes revving. There's a groundswell again, as last time, of supporters outside court. Before we hear from the participants of this public demonstration outside, just a quick wrap-up of what happened in court today. We've learned some of the history of the accused in this matter, his mental health history, mentioned from his attorney of his bipolar diagnosis in around 2013. The magistrate has ruled that he will be going to the West hospital, possibly by the 28th of November, for assessment psychiatrically to assess his mental health. And the magistrate has argued and in fact ordered that he can have 4 medical health professionals assess his mental state. But here with me today are a group of people affiliated to the Nelson Mandela Children's Foundation. Ma'am, your name and why you've come today.
My name is Mpoma Zamani. I'm the founder of Umkabetsi Care Center in partnership with the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. We are here to give support to the family and this young girl. You know, unfortunately, because now they just, postponed the date again. And now we're also hearing that they're now trying to put the blame on the mother, that, he was neglecting the child. Why didn't she accompany the child to the toilet and all that? But, I mean, they said this is a democratic country. Are we supposed to be running, living scaredly, and being scared of everything everywhere within our country? This must come to an end. And we're saying justice must be done to these perpetrators. We are enough. I'm full of anger because I'm one person who has been gang raped by 9 guys at the age of 15, and some of the kids that are under my center, they've been, raped by their uncles and all that. So there mustn't be any excuse of anyone who is a rapist. He's either, something big must be done. Like, it's either they must rot in jail, or it's either we as the community will take the law into our hands.
Now, in this case, they've said that the accused needs to go to a medical facility to assess his mental health. What do you think about that?
You see, I think the thing is, there's so many service providers around here. If somebody is suffering with something, we need to utilize those government, institutions or services, to see. If I know the problem with us is that we are on denial of whatever. I'm also living with HIV. I've accepted that I'm living with HIV, and I made a choice not to infect other people, other men. I could get so many men infected who are saying they love me or whatever. But today I took charge and I made a choice to say I'm not going to be infecting any other person. So we need to utilize the government, services, and not when at these times of the year, like when these things are happening, then they start, trying to find out all the weaknesses of these perpetrators.
As someone who works with child survivors of sexual abuse and rape, can you just give us a sense of why justice is important? Do you think the court system can remedy the problem of child rapists? Is it good enough? Is it strong enough?
I personally feel and think that it's not enough, because at the end of the day we see them walking down the streets. We meet them on a daily basis, Hence, we are so scared right now, you know. And to think that we also start organizations that are not being funded, who are trying to help. And sometimes those organizations they get shut down because of lack of finances. But our government is just sitting there doing nothing. You know, if they could involve us and come to the grassroots and hear what we are saying and plan on what we are suggesting for them to do, you understand? So if they could do that, then we will appreciate them.
I mean, there's an incredible group of you here, ma'am. You were nodding quite strongly at points there. Why did you come today? I see you're with some of the children here. Tell me your view.
Today we want justice to be done for our kids, because I've heard that they are saying that the mother has neglected the child. It's not true. It's a restaurant. I mean, she was supposed to be safe there. Yes, it's not true, and it's not fair for the mother.
And now this case has been postponed. The accused is going to go for a medical assessment. What do you think about what's happened this morning?
No, it's not true. It's not true about that. We are not taking it. She has raped the child. The justice must be done. That's it.
That's just some of the views here outside the Pretoria Regional or Magistrates Court. We hear this matter may be moved to the High Court, and that there is a bid at Westkoppies for Nicholas Nino, the man accused of committing that rape on a child in a bathroom at Dross in Silverton on the 22nd of September.
All right, Erin Bates covering that story for us. And as you heard her say, that Nicholas Nino it has been recommended that he goes and be assessed at the Westkoppies hospital. And I think she was saying there that that is going to happen on the 28th of November and is going to go there for psychiatric evaluation. Also, Erin indicating that he may at some point have been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. So that's